Hey, welcome back to the Crossroad Diecast Speed Shop. On our turntable today, we have a 55 Chevy Gasser. It's a Hot Wheels brand. This is a car that we're going to use for this month's Four Horsemen St. Patrick's Day build. This neat little casting just in itself, but we're going to fix it up and get it all ready for St. Patrick's Day. And so let's get this thing off the turntable and into the shop.
Later.
Well, we're in the shop. We got a 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser all taken apart. Again, it's just your typical Bel Air Gasser. It came out of the blister packs, so it's in pretty good condition. We're going to take care of these wheels and stuff, these old five spokes or whatever they are. And we've got a little bit of place we can detail some things up, maybe on the chassis. The interior, I still haven't decided what I'm going to do here with this. I'm probably going to strip this down and do some repainting on it and to see some things. I got something different too I'm going to do on the top of this. I'm not going to put the ferrules like a lot of times I do. I've got something else I'm going to put on there for the top of the blower. And we're probably going to strip this all down and paint that engine up a little bit more, and as far as details and stuff like that. Windshield, again, this is nice. This is one of the few gases that has a clear or kind of a smoky gray, I guess, or a clear windshield, which is nice. And of course the body, it's all drilled and tapped, and it's ready. So we'll get this into the stripper and get started on a project. All right, well, we're getting ready. I'm going to strip the interior of this gasser down, and we're going to put that into the super clean. I like to put a little piece of wire on here just to make it easier when it comes to pulling it out and stuff like that, so you don't get your hands all down into the super clean. So we're going to strip this all down, chrome down, then we'll go back and we'll detail the interior when we get done. Let's move on. All right, well, we're back and we're working on our gasser for the St. Patrick's Day build for the Four Horsemen Diecast team. Again, I've got the car 55 Chevy body all taped off. I'm going to paint the roof with this pearl green. This is a pretty nice color. So I mixed up some of that. I added some high gloss. I probably do about 3 to 1. And then I added 3 pipettes of the 4011 reducer just to make it flow a little bit better in the air gun. So that should come out pretty nice. Another thing I was going to show you what I did, I stripped out the interior, and then I took this off of another engine. I just kind of like that top. I've done a lot of ferrules and stuff on the top of the gasser engines, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I put that one on this one. Then I'm going to take it, I'm going to paint this a flat black, and then I will figure out what other colors I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to be chroming the front and the back again, but we'll get moving on. All right, well, we've been working on our Four Horsemen St. Patrick's Day theme build. Had the car painted up, did a green paint on the top. Then I got these St. Patrick's Day decals from Second Chance Redline and put those on. When I did those types, you can usually use micro set first and put that on, and then put on your decals. I have like a warm water bath that I dip the decals in for about 9 to 10 seconds, and they usually slide off pretty good. The micro set helps it though to slide around a little bit easier, so you can get your decals in place before they dry. Again, I also use some of this micro saw to do it well, because especially on the roof, there's some little bumps and stuff, so try to get that so it smooths them out a little bit. That came out pretty good. I'll also show you my interior. I painted the engine with the chrome in the front end and the rear, and I painted the interior black, so that'll be pretty cool too. It should be really looking good. I'm really excited about this. Get this thing together and show you what I've got. Let's move on. All right, well, we are in the shop, and we have all the pieces ready for our St. Patrick's Day gasser build that we got together. Again, just the base put some of these 5-spoke chrome Samad wheels on there, and really looked good on that. I did do a little bit different, did a little bit of chrome, paint the chrome, the front, and then I painted the interior because this was a chrome interior, so I stripped it all, and then I added the new blower cap, or whatever you want to call it, on the top, and painted all that chrome, and we'll put that all together, and let's get this thing assembled, and we'll put it on the turntable and take a look at what we got. All right, well, we're back, and we have our 55 Chevy Gasser St. Patrick's Day build all together. Had a lot of fun with this one. This is good. This is again for the Four Horsemen March St. Patrick's Day theme build. Painted the car after I stripped it down. I painted it with opaque white from Createx. Then added some green, pearl green for the roof. Added those decals that I got from Second Chance Red Lines. Even like the little St. Patrick's Day license plate on the back. I thought that was pretty cool. Added 5-spoke wheels from Samad Wheels. I did take and put a different type of cap on top of the blower, just for something a little bit different than some of the other things. I've used a lot of ferrules from time to time and that, but I also did a little bit of taking some chrome pen and doing the edges around the windows, the chrome trim around there as well. Detailed up the headlights and the taillights. Again, you know, when it comes to St. Patrick's Day originated as a religious celebration of Ireland's patron saint, but in the United States it's now considered a secular celebration of Irish culture. Something not too long ago I learned that I had a large Irish heritage as well. Every March 17th, countries around the world celebrate St. Patrick's Day in observance of the death of St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland. And he's credited for bringing Christianity back to the country. Initially a religious feast day in the 17th century, St. Patrick's Day has evolved into celebrating Irish culture with parades, music, dancing, special foods, and of course a lot of green. But there's some other things about the origins of St. Patrick. St. Patrick was born in Roman Britain in the late 4th century. He was kidnapped and enslaved in Ireland at age 16. He escaped after 6 years and returned to Britain, where he embraced Christianity. He returned to Ireland as a missionary to spread Christianity, and he's believed to have died on March 17th, around 460 AD. And for some of the celebrations, the holiday has been celebrated on March 17th since his death. Christians began observing it as a religious feast day in the 9th or 10th century. The first St. Patrick's Day parade was held in 1601 in St. Augustine, Florida. In honor of St. Patrick's Day, I want to share a few interesting facts about St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick didn't wear green. His color was St. Patrick's blue. The color green became associated with St. Patrick's Day after it was linked to the Irish independence movement in the late 18th century. According to the Irish legend, St. Patrick used the shamrock as a metaphor for the Holy Trinity when he was first introducing Christianity to Ireland. St. Patrick is credited for driving the snakes out of Ireland, but according to fossil records, Ireland has never been home to snakes, as it was too cold to host the reptiles during the Ice Age. The surrounding seas have kept snakes out since. There isn't any corn in the traditional St. Patrick's Day meal of corned beef and cabbage. The name is a reference to the large grains of salt historically used to cure meats, which are also known as corns. Irish immigrants began observing St. Patrick's Day in Boston in 1737, and the first St. Patrick's Day parade in America was held in New York City in 1766. In Chicago, the Plumbers Union, 110 Union, dyes the River Kelly green, and the dye lasts for about 5 hours. On and around St. Patrick's Day, the Irish Prime Minister presents the United States President with a crystal bowl of live shamrocks as a symbol of the close ties between the two countries. I think that was pretty neat to learn about those different things regarding everything. Again, I hope you enjoyed this build. On behalf of Tom at Sports Syndicate, Andrew at Maple Leaf Customs, Paul at Diecast Graveyard, and myself, Skip, here at Crossroad Diecast Speed Shop, we want to invite you each month to participate in these builds. Go to the Four Horsemen Diecast YouTube page, and you can find the different builds that are coming up for each month, and join us there. You don't have to even have a social media platform or anything that you're using. You can just each month send us a 16 by 9 photo of your build on a white background, and you send it on the last day of the month, and that way we can include it in our recap video that we do. And we like to see what you're doing, and we like to see, like to encourage you. Again, start out simply. I know I did, and I started watching guys like Andrew and Paul and others, and that's how I got my start doing this. And it's just great to be able to take part in these things. I hope you learned a little bit more about St. Patrick's Day as well. As always, God bless, and thanks for stopping by the shop.